40 pounds?
That's it.
Basically cut it like a little bit right here so that the fitment could go a little higher because it was hitting. So all I needed to do was actually go a little higher, and then the slot right here on the bolt that goes into the fender,
Yeah.
it needed to be widened so it could go up a little bit.
Oh, because this fender's aftermarket.
Yeah, so the fitment's not.
If anybody has an OEM fender, let us know. But we haven't found one yet. There's nothing at the junkyard. EF owners, they're cut different, man. Y'all want fucking ridiculous ass prices or trying to show off your brand new in-box parts? We ain't having it, man. We just want a fender. I don't care what you got brand new in box and whose uncle or whose friends got it. We just need one. So here's the update on the EF. Carlos has been working on this bad boy. Shaved a lot of stuff off. Hold on, let me go around this bush. So what he did is he shaved the wiper hole. He shaved the key cylinder thingy. And it's gonna have no emblems anymore, just the little Honda H emblem. Got that done. Oh yeah, fun little fact too. If you're trying to put a SIR wing on a USDM EF, you're gonna have to cut this molding right here. We found that out the hard way. So the wing has a little crack now, but it's gonna get repaired. But yeah, you need to cut this little piece right here. Then the SIR wing sits lower. So fun fact for you little EF guys out there. He shaved the antenna hole, so no more antenna. What else did he do?
The wagon bump.
Oh yeah, but you took it off. So this car's gonna have a 90 to 91 specific EF wagon front bumper, and we got that on there the other night, but I didn't record it. But I'm sure when once he mocks it up or whatever, we'll get you a little pic of that. But today what we're gonna do is continue removing some of the trim. And Carlos tried on this side already, and I mean, needless to say, these cars are so old and most of the clips are super brittle. So he broke a couple clips. But it's my yeah, he broke a little clips, but it's my turn to do that other side, and I think I'm gonna break some clips as well. But hey, it is what it is. These cars are not fucking brand new or nothing, but that's that. Oh, he removed this trim too. This back one, that one was pretty tricky, I guess. And yeah.
Remember the wing had no brackets or like the bolts?
Oh yeah, show him the wing. Take it out. Oh.
So those ends, they didn't have those. So I made those. Now it's got actually mounting bolts.
Oh, okay. Well, the wing had no mounting bolts, and Carlos made them. Hey, show him about the little trim piece.
Which trim?
The trim you had to cut.
Oh, that's right.
Here. Oh,
There's one.
I dropped them. Two. So these are the ones he made. Boom, you see that? Custom. Okay.
You're supposed to trim on this side right here. Maybe about like 1.5 inches. And same on the other side. Because the EF9 wing has
It's a bit longer.
like slip fit tires.
Boom, you see that? So that molding needs to be cut so that the wing could actually sit flush.
Yeah.
And we didn't know that. We found that out the hard way. That's why this little tab's broken. But it's gonna get repaired, so it's okay. That's why you gotta mock stuff up before you paint stuff and trim and cut and all that good stuff. But yeah, that's the SIR wing. Huge difference compared to OEM. Like, you wouldn't think of it, but when you see it in person, it's way longer. It's got a little kick to it. It's got an LED light. That's probably my favorite part. Update on the interior. Door panels are removed. The back's ready to go. It's all the sound deadening has been removed. We just need to scuff it. But slowly making our way. It's actually happening a lot faster than I thought it was going to be. So that's pretty cool. I think we'll probably end up removing some of this stuff as well, just to avoid overspray and whatnot. How'd the door panels come off? Pretty smooth? Did he break anything?
10 screws.
What the hell?
A lot of little ones, yeah.
Damn. Damn, my boy got the bumps. He got the little Polk audios right here. Yeah. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering why Josue's not here, he's still at work, so he'll be here later. So that's the bumper the car's actually gonna run. 9091 Honda Civic EF wagon front bumper. So from what Josue was telling me, is that there's two versions. There's a 88-89 front bumper and a 90-91, and I guess the only difference is some sort of indentation on the 80-89 that goes along this trim piece, this like where the trim would go. So this is 90 and 91 specific, so that's why I guess he wanted it. It doesn't have the indentation, it's all smooth. I didn't even know that, but Carlos and I don't know much about EF shit. We're kind of just learning as we go. It's kind of annoying. There's only certain parts that fit, certain that don't. Parts are hard to find. EGs and DCs are a bit more easier to work on. He ran this idea by me, and he said he wanted to possibly run a Mugen style from bumper. And where's your phone at? Show him a pic. It's, I don't know, it's probably something to consider. It looks very similar to that, but without the large grill. Let me know in the comments down below if you've seen anybody rock that bumper. I know it's kind of goofy looking, but I think with the right parts, it'll be, I don't know, it'll be pretty cool. So maybe we could get our hands on one of those or convince Josue to purchase that that bumper, because I'm pretty sure it's expensive, but as most these EF parts are nowadays, but we'll see what happens. Well, we're fucking. All right, when you take this off, make sure you don't drop all this shit. I just let it go into the door. We'll get them later. Okay. So you said these 3 clips first. Yeah. So here. This is what we're trying not to break. This clip sits in here on the door.
Should be a square tab.
This should be square, but they're broken. But we're gonna fix that. And then there's these 3 clips here.
And it's metal.
And it's metal. Oh yeah, and this shit's like metal. I thought it was plastic. Okay.
Actually, wait up. Pause. I gotta take this one out. I gotta slide forward. Okay, it's in.
Before we. Okay.
Yeah. Remember the bolt.
So take this bolt off.
Yeah.
So it could give us some play.
Yeah, and open the door, and then it'll slide forward. Should slide forward.
So you. No.
Is it loose? Yeah. There.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you got a little gap.
Should be there.
I hear it.
Hear it cracking.
I hear it cracking. I don't know if that's good or bad. Ooh.
It's good.
Dude, I don't know if those are good sounds or bad sounds.
No, it came out with the squares. You're good. You're good. Yeah, she's coming out with all the squares too right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't gas me up. Ooh.
You're
Okay.
Good. You're good. You're good. Look, the squares came out. They're intact.
Oh shit. Okay.
Like it
Dang.
goes- Yeah. See, that's what it's supposed to come out like. Not like this.
You got me scared, but I guess I did it. I didn't break anything. Sick.
This is what you don't do.
This is what you're supposed to do.
Oh, that's what you're supposed
So use one of these, a plastic popper,
to do.
panel popper thingy. Okay, so from what Carlos was telling me is the way he did the other side is he actually pried from this way and
broke all the tabs.
So don't do that. If you're gonna do it,
pry from the back.
Pry from the back.
So we pop here.
And it gives this like metal tab room to flex, and that way you don't break anything, and you can reuse everything. Even if you do break the stuff, it's repairable. There's a bunch of DIY videos on YouTube, and you know what? We'll show you guys how to fix this one in case you do break it, because I know that's common. I do see Evs out there with this piece missing. Now I know why.
The rail is in here. A little bit of it.
So Carlos is just lubing up the rail so that the molding could slide out that way.
Clips. Yeah.
Oh, the clips.
Yeah,
so
basically. Yeah, off the clips. Yeah.
We're trying to just basically save these clips.
Yeah.
But even if you break those too, I mean, dude, this thing's hard mounted on there. Like, you technically don't need all those.
Some people mention to pry up on the molding, but I find it easier if you slide it, just like the rear window one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, instead of prying, you just slide it off.
Yeah, because if you pry it, you're gonna break all those clips in there.
Yeah.
But then that little trim piece has a little like hook that holds this, and then this thing has a bolt. So I mean, like, realistically, even if they all break, it's not going anywhere. So push it this way or what?
No, this way. It's all gonna come.
Here, hold this.
I'm not sure. There's gotta be a certain angle bucket so it clears it. Okay, now.
Go ready?
Well, I think that's where they do the first one, where it kind of goes up. I'll show you.
And that's one thing I hate about the Honda guys. We're not trying to break these clips, and I'm pretty sure you can't just buy these at Honda anymore. And that's why I hate when the community's like, oh, repop this, it's whack, this is whack, blah, blah. But it's like, bro, when you get to restoring a car like this old, like, where are you gonna find these fucking parts? You need the people restoring and replicating the stickers, the clips, the trims, all that, because a couple more years, none of this stuff's gonna be easy to find, you know? But yeah, we're trying our hardest not to break this. So we went and looked at the other door, and the clips are they're tricky, man. So I've never done this, so we're gonna try to show you guys how not to break these. But we're gonna try.
If they're pushing.
Si le apretamos.
Well, let's see.
Because this trick is. Oh, hold on. Okay, so pulling up on it isn't doing anything. If you slide it, it only slides a certain bit because it's stuck in a little pocket in there. We're just not trying to break these things, is all. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Say 3, fuck 2. Take that back.
How many? 4. Broke 4?
No, broke 1.
But save 4.
Save 4.
Alright, so there's no easy way to do this. It's pretty much you break the first clip and slide it all out, and you're left with 4 good ones. Like you can see, look at all the little holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's actually 6 clips, right? Yeah, but he broke one on that side because all of them are still on the door. Alright. We'll take that one broken clip. Oh, look, as you can see, look how brittle these shits are. I mean, if somebody makes these, let us know. Drop a comment down below and let us know if somebody makes these so we can purchase some, and we'll have all the clips in there. Yep. Okay. Alright, so now you see how this clip's stuck in there? So pretty much what you want to do is, it's facing this way. Grab yourself a little pick and push this portion towards the car. And you should be able to get it out. See that? Boom. So we saved 5 and we broke 1, and this door has 6. So I mean, that's pretty good. Got it off. Got this bad boy off too. So these you can't buy new anymore, so we're gonna try to restore these as well. See how there's like old rubber on there? Probably scrape all that off and use some SEM trim paint, and they should look pretty good. Probably rebend them if they need to be rebent into shape, and I'm sure they'll come out fine. We saved one. This one's not broken, this one's broken, but Carlos glued it. So we'll see what holds.
Quitarle todo como está por aquí. This little lip, keep it, you know. You can't,
Yeah.
you can't
Y
take
con la
some.
navaja darle acá arriba, ¿verdad?
Dale hasta acá arriba.
Quitarle todo para que se quede así. Y ya luego SEM trim paint.
Yeah, and primer.
¿Verdad? Y
Primer and then simple.
Pa' que
Primer,
quede
pero bien suavecito.
Look at how lazy the previous painter was. So, for as long as I can remember, Josue had this EF, and this fender's been on here since he's bought the car. But look, they literally sprayed the fender with the molding on and the mud car on. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, it's literally just two pieces, then you can spray it. But yeah, that's why this is black and this piece is black, because they sprayed it with it on. But yeah, Carlos got this shit to fit real nice. There's a little bent right here, but he's gonna fix that too. It's coming along, coming along. All right, now we're gonna try to take the window cowl off, and Carlos came up with the idea to just put some PB Blaster. What is that? PB Blaster, right?
No, it's like a lubricant.
Silicone lubricant. Here, show him the thing. So we're gonna try to attempt to remove this windshield cowl without breaking these clips. It has all the clips intact, but we're just dousing it with this fucking lube pretty much. Hoping it'll give us some play.
There you go.
Because the window guy's gonna come sometime next week and remove the windshield. Well, actually just the windshield. I don't think is the back one? No, right? Just the windshield. Because we could remove this. Luckily this also comes off with a couple bolts here. Are you gonna remove the sunroof?
No,
No?
it on spot.
Mask it off?
Yeah, if anything, it goes down, right?
Yeah, it goes
Yeah, it
into
goes
the
down,
thing.
So we could just pull it down a little bit and then
Yeah.
mask it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
That
just
works.
mask it on top.
Sick. I can't wait to see it painted. It's gonna be sick.